Hey everyone, I'm so glad to be making this little video, and this is to honor my friend Nasha, who is in Paris in France, who hosted me this weekend. It was an absolutely wonderful weekend, and I taught her some art skills, and I'm so excited with her journey that has begun. So I'm making this video just to add to her experience. Okay, so I'm going to start with using some different materials today. We've got glue here. It's just the normal Pritt glue. I've got a piece of paper with scripture on that I printed, and I've got an old Shakespeare book. It's in German. I don't understand it, and please don't hate me for it. I know this is a very, very old book, but I'm going to be using it. It's going to become art. I'm not destroying it, so don't hate me. So I'm going to be using some of this beautiful writings, and I'm going to be sticking it to the sides of my page. So this is for scrapbooking or art journaling, and it's really a wonderful form of art because it frees you up. There's no tension. You don't have to be afraid you're gonna mess it up. It's not a commission for somebody. It's just you and your art supplies and just being free and creating something beautiful. And that is how we relax and process all the things that worries us, all the things that's going on in our mind. So I'm just, as you can see, just putting the glue everywhere, especially on the sides. I'm going to put this one more to the bottom, touching the side. And if a little piece of the paper that you glue comes off, it doesn't matter. It just adds to the interestingness of it. And then I'm going to put some glue on this side. Just want to rub out the bubbles. If this was on a canvas, I would be way more careful to not have any bubbles and that, but this is just for fun. It's just, I'm going to be writing over it my own thoughts, and it's just a wonderful way to process emotions by writing it down, not worrying really who's going to see it. Is the grammar perfect, or it's just you just writing down your emotions and your feelings, and it really helps. You see, this paper is so old, it's literally so brittle. So this one I'm going to put a little bit more to the top, and I want to have it touch the line there. There you go, the edge of the page. I'm just going to rub it down like that so it doesn't make any bubbles. And this little piece here that came loose, I'm going to stick there because look how interesting that looks. Got a little bit of white peeking out there now. And here as well, there's some glue left on my finger. Just going to stick that in. Okay. There you go. And voila, this is done. So this is the first part. It's just sticking down your paper. If you have any other collage or anything that you want to put on there, you can, or we can put it on afterwards as well. So now I'm going to start with the painting bit. So what I'm using is acrylic paint and water. So this is, I'm going to put my brush in water, and with a motion like this, I'm just going to go down just again, because I want, and it goes over the writing, because I want to make sure it's enough water there. So this is the big flat brush that I used. Enough water there so that the paint can flow. And I'm going to go for a type of a rainbow color, but I'm going to be using my own color. So the first one I'm putting down is magenta, and I'm just going to put a tiny blob like that down, and then I'm using my round pointy brush, and I'm gonna swirl it in there, and then in a sweeping motion. I'm bringing it into the water that I've already put down and just allowing it to flow in that. And what we want really is like a lovely flowing motion. And then I want to create a little space here where it's going to be lighter and it's going to connect with my next color. Okay, now I'm going to do my end color because I don't want the colors to be blending in yet. So I'm going to start over here with my water on my brush, and I'm going to follow pretty much the same pattern because I want it to have unity in there. Okay, so that's putting that down. Now I'm going to take my blue. It's just called primary blue, but I would say ultramarine blue really. Take a little bit of the paint on my brush. You can put it directly on the page or on your brush, and then I go like a little river flowing down like that, and can go again to make a watery bit. And now I'm going to put my yellow in the middle. Oops, I forgot to put the water first. So now, and I really don't want this to mix in yet. We'll see how it goes. If it does, it doesn't matter, but I don't want mush, Nasha. I don't want mush. There you go. Look how pretty that looks. Okay. Okay, and I'm back. And what I want to do here, instead of putting this orange in the middle, I might do a little line to put more here next to the blue, because blue and orange are complementary colors. So I think that's going to look very nice. This is more of a red really. Oops, forgot the water first again. So let's do creating a river where the paint can flow in. And I'm going to put just one drop there. And here we go. Mush it in there. And then bring it here. So I don't really want to touch the blue. I just want that to kind of flow together. Now there is a little bit of the paint on my brush. So I'm just going to bring where it's still wet, a small thin line. Ooh, I like that a lot, a lot, a lot. And now that is the effect I was really hoping for to create. So I'm going to put this red here. With this watery red that I've got on my brush, I'm going to just flick here and there. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Maybe there also a little bit. There you go. Now what I want to do is I want it to flow and create this type of bleed in there. I can use a subtractive tool like this. It's just a silicone wedge, and where it's still wet, it won't work if it's not wet. Just scratch in over the paint, and then I clean it every time. Otherwise you're going to get mush if you have a dirty tool. So you're gonna just bring that in like that. I like it so much. I'm gonna just pull it up here as well, like that. Scratching it away a little bit. So nice. I love it. Now while it is still wet, I'm also going to do water splatters just to encourage it to flow a bit. So just water splatters like that. Now I'm going to let this dry, and then I will come back and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so I've dried this with my hair dryer, and I just love the flowy patterns that I created here. Now this part is really the fun part, and we're going to be using some pens. I've got a thin pen and a thicker permanent marker, and then I've also got some calligraphy pens, some black pens, but you can use any black pen to work with. So I'm going to start with, let me see this one on this side. This is the calligraphy pen, the thin side, and I'm going to follow this line of the book. Oof, I love it. It's like a golden color almost. And I just go right around, leaving a little bit of white space because that makes it looks just so interesting. There you go. And you can do another line, just following exactly how you did the first one, and you go all around again. Look how pretty that looks. Let me see if I've done that there. I must do something here as well. So I'm going to come in here like this. There you go. Maybe another one. Okay, let's do this one a bit more interesting. Everywhere where these little red bubbles are, I'm going to kind of include them. There's another red one. Look how interesting that looks. And maybe a little bit here, just to bring some unity in. So now you're creating new shapes as well in your painting. Okay, now I'm going to go to the black. So this is a artist pen fine liner. Yeah, it's writing. So I'm going to follow this line here. There you go. I'm just with my hand in front of the... I'm going to try and work like this so that the camera can pick it up. There you go. I'm just going to go all around. Now look, here's a little extension here. So I'm going to go here. Then here. And go all around there. And I'm going to do it again, so that it's like this double line, and it doesn't have to be exact. It can touch at points, maybe be more broad at other points. You're going to see how pretty that will look in the end. Let me do it like that. I see another pen. I think this one is a blue one. Let's do this line. I'm going to go down here, and everywhere where I see the little extensions where the paint was flowing, I'm going to pick that up, go down here. So you just follow the lines, but you must start it at the top and end it at the bottom. That's the secret of this. Okay, I'm going to do another one. You see, there's where the paper is touching, so I'm going to include that, and here as well, a piece of the paper sticking out. And then I just make my own little pattern here. And it would really look cool with the different pens, shapes and sizes, and that will give a lot of interest. Or you can do everything in one pen with the same thickness. That will also create a whole different dimension. So I'm going to speed up the video as I'm doing the rest, and then we'll see what I've got at the end. right, my friends, so here's the final piece that I made in my art journal. You can see it's just a book. And I love the words "so loved," and I put 3 little hearts there that I cut out with my die cut machine. It's so easy, just put it through there and then you can just pop it out like this and stick it on. So there you go. I've always got something to stick on, and voila, this is done now. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It helped me to relax as I was doing it. You just think of drawing the lines and the movements, and that is the beauty of art. Any art is therapy. So enjoy creating. Hope to see you soon. Bye.